What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Miami Dolphins pass protection against the Houston Texans. So, I do have the roster pulled up here because I am still learning some of the new players' numbers. So, if I need it, I'll have that to refer to. I am only looking at the pass plays, and also I am fighting a bit of a cold if my voice sounds weird or if I'm coughing a little bit. Just keep that in mind. So first play, this is the interception. We do have a free runner. And it doesn't look like Smythe is supposed to pick him up. He looks like he's running a route. This does look like the read. He's supposed to freeze up, which he does. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like the design of that play. But, good combo block here. How's Austin Jackson looking? I'd like to see him set his hips a little bit better. Hands are, one hand is inside. That's better than usual for him. I don't really like that play conceptually. All right, we've got 4 passing plays in a row. On every play, I'm not going to be talking about every single one of them, because sometimes I don't really have a whole lot to talk about. Okay. Good pocket. I do love this gap exchange between Kendall Lamb and Isaiah Wynn on the left side here. They're going to run a bit of a stunt. Isaiah Wynn successfully hands him off to Kendall Lamb. Kendall Lamb handles it well, and Isaiah Wynn picks up the other guy. That's fantastic. Austin Jackson seemed to be having some troubles on the other side. Gave up his chest right away. Leaning a little bit. Yeah. That freed up his hands to get swiped down. Connor Williams and Robert Hunt were doing okay. Like I said, I don't always have something to say about all 5 of them. Sometimes they're not killing it. They're not, they're not doing anything crazy one way or the other. I like the aggression here. Turning him away from the play side. That's good. Austin Jackson's playing a little bit high. What happened to Robert Hunt? Oof. His hands went super high. And to the outside. Get your hands inside, man. Also, why are we throwing a screen to Durham Smythe? All right. Not much to really break down on the O-line here. Yeah. Okay. Not much to talk about there. This last pass play before I gotta. Pretty decent pocket. Talk about Kendall Lamb first. I would like to see him punch a little bit more rather than catch. Like, his hands should be firing right now. I don't like that they're holstered, basically. He should be firing them. I do like Isaiah Wynn. He does the job properly. Fires those hands right away inside. Pretty decent knee bend. Handles it pretty well. Great rep from him. Connor did good. Robert Hunt's doing fine. What happened to Austin Jackson there? Let him take his wrist. Yeah. Overall, a decent pocket. Can't complain. All right, we got a pass play here. Austin Jackson's having some trouble, huh? Gave up his chest again. Rushes right through him. Kendall Lamb was having some trouble too. Just a little bit slow with the hands. But see, once he... I mean, that was kind of a face mask, but... Oh, yeah. That's not kind of. That is a face mask. You're brushing his teeth. Also, you're leaning super heavy. A cloth pull, you would have been eating dirt. You might have ripped his teeth out on the way down. Good combo block. Robert Hunt's doing his thing. Not bad. Austin Jackson, though, once again. Fire your hands first, man. Punch. I hate the one hand inside, one hand outside thing. I hate it. It's better than having both your hands outside, but get both your damn hands inside. He's just getting out muscled there. His feet are kind of all over the place. Knee bend is terrible. Ugh. I don't like Austin Jackson, man. I don't. Isaiah Wynn and Connor Williams are doing fine. Robert Hunt doing his thing. Kendall Lamb did fine. Yeah. Good recovery. He lost initially, but good recovery. Yeah, that was a run. All right, we've got don't like this view as much as the other one, but we'll make do. Looks like we still got the same crew. All right, good thing, good job on the left side. Austin Jackson lost eventually. Got the one hand inside, one hand outside. You couldn't really help it on that case, but don't settle for bad hand position. And where are your feet? Move your feet. Yeah, Tyler Kroft kind of got taken for a ride, but he's a tight end. Actually, for a tight end, that's not horrible. Give up ground slowly. That's okay. This is the sack. Skyler. Doing Skyler things. He ran free. How many rushes do we have here? Now we're really only rushing 4. Why the fuck did he run free? Is he supposed to be a read? Is Ahmed supposed to pick him up? That wasn't gonna work, man. Just get a hat on a hat. See, sometimes people try to get too cute with these reads and everything like that. I get it. Play action. You know, you're trying to throw people off. But you can't just be giving up these free rushers when they're only rushing 4 people. Like, you can't keep doing that. Also, Robert Hunt, why are you giving up this spin move that... Oh, actually... It kind of looks like they don't know who they're supposed to block. Robert Hunt's just kind of looking. Conceptually, that was rough. All right. All right, we have. All right, so Isaiah Wynn is still in. Just want to confirm. Yeah, that is Dan Feeney. Yeah, Robert Jones and 75. I still don't know how to pronounce his last name. Cedric, though. Okay. And Keon Smith is at left tackle. So entirely new crew besides Isaiah Wynn at left guard. Got it. So Keon Smith, right off the bat, gets his wrist defeated. He actually fired his hands too soon, and he's leaning. That gives him the easy opportunity to swipe that hand away. Cedric just let this dude take his chest. Just let him do it. Everybody else was fine. I guess we can watch the penalty play. Why not? All right, Cedric. Where are your hands? Find them. Why are you only using one hand here? Fire your hands out. And what is going on with your feet? Why are they aimed this way? Shadow your guy, tuck your hands in, and fire. Fire off your hands. Hit him in the chest. What's going on the other side? Isaiah Wynn, let him slap him in the chest. Bro. Hands! Jesus. How did Sheldon Rankins get free? He's being combo blocked. Did he pull down on the hands? Is that what he just did? Yeah, he sure did. That's why you don't lean. That's why you don't lean. That is gross. Alright, we get 3 passes in a row. That's not bad. Good idea. I still don't love your feet, though, Cedric. Kind of clumsy. Good job here. Changing to the center. Yeah. Good rep. Nothing to complain about there. What am I doing? I have 2 more pass plays. Oof. All right, Robert Jones. Stop letting these people get to your chest. Use your hands. Why are you hugging this man? No shit, you're gonna get... See, when you give up your chest like that, why are your hands spread out like a bird? You're not a bird. Get your hands inside and punch this man in the chest. Swipe those hands away if you got to first. Jesus. Because once you let this man take your chest and drive his feet, he can do whatever he wants to you at this point. And now you're out here looking goofy. What's going on over here? This gap exchange over here isn't handled as well as the one earlier. Keon Smith was late to pick him up, so Isaiah Wynn couldn't properly get his hands on him. Actually, Keon Smith never gets his hands on this guy. Was that all the pass plays? I don't remember. All right, cool. That looked pretty decent. Yeah. Isaiah Wynn gave up his chest. Got taken for a bit of a ride. What's happening to the center here? You just got to have better hand fight than that. But you shattered him. Nothing too crazy there. 1 second. All right. All right. Cedric over here. Need to shadow your guy a little bit better. Feet are all over the place. Gonna Keon Smith over here. Getting his hands swiped. Why are you firing him so wide? Punch him in the chest. Everybody else did fine. The interior guys did fine. All right. This delayed blitz did not get picked up well. Dan Feeney doesn't pick up the defensive tackle, so Tua To'o runs free. So gap exchanges are definitely a problem. Isaiah Wynn's giving up his chest. Keon Smith is late with his hands. Actually, he just missed. Actually, he was early and missed with his hands, actually. Better feet on this play from Cedric, but he gave up his chest. Actually, that's a decent rep from Cedric. Good pocket. Keon Smith was kind of getting beat, though. Gave up his chest. Leaning. Ugh. Good play overall, of course. I'm going to close some of these. Same crew for this drive, okay. Jesus. Looking at Cedric first. Gave up his chest. Feet are all over the place. Post contact anyway. What are you doing? Chop that hand down. What the fuck happened over here? I think Isaiah Wynn thought they were going to gap exchange, but again, Keon Smith doesn't pick it up, so this guy went. Ugh. We need to run a lot of gap exchanges in practice, man. It's been a problem for a couple years. That's a good rep. All of them. That was fantastic. All of them. Look at that. That's fantastic. Touchdown. Fantastic. I ain't got to be negative all the time. Give me a reason not to be negative and I won't. This the same crew? No. No. We've got Aluave at center, and Dan Feeney has moved over to right guard. Got it. Good job from Skyler. That's not what we're looking at, but good heads-up play from him. Gave up his chest. The second the tight end isn't helping him, he loses him. Gave up his chest and his wrist, it looked like. And, oh my god, that was a super lean. Cedric was being slow with his feet. That's not ideal. This is a pass play. It's a penalty, but... Good pocket. He had time there. Eventually, it kind of becomes the quarterback's fault. He does give up his chest. And he stops his feet. Like he just stopped moving them. But the quarterback's got to either move or get rid of that ball a little bit faster than that. Alright. Had a penalty and then a sack. But both pass plays, so. Alright. Cedric's feet being slow. Ball get off gets him there. Alright, so Dan Feeney pulls. Aluave is leaning. Misses with his hands. I don't like Aluave, man. I don't. Otherwise, that's not bad on the O-line. Okay. I don't know why you're using 3 people to block 2 right now. What's going on with Isaiah Wynn? He's trying to help over there. Ends up getting there late. Oof. It's kind of a bad assignment. Alright. You have 2 people blocking this guy. Oh my! How? It's 3-on-2 and you still let one of them go free? What the fuck, dude? Got a couple changes. That's Ryan Smith. Ryan Hayes. I apologize. Ron Christian. Interesting. Christian at right tackle. Interesting. So we got Ryan Hayes here and Ron Christian at right tackle. Interesting. Oh, we have a change at left guard as well. Keon Smith's playing left guard. Okay. That's not terrible. That's pretty good across the board. Yeah. That's pretty good. No complaints. That's not bad. Ryan Hayes is leaning a little bit. His hands... Oh, my God. Ron Christian is leaning so bad. Feet are all... Oh, my God. It's a run play. This time over here to watch. Oof. Good poise by Skyler. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. That's a running back. Okay. Everybody, the actual offensive line did well there. That's the running back on their 5th rusher. Good job by Skyler handling that. Stepped up into the pocket very calmly. Love to see it. All right, we get 3 pass plays in a row because I believe the Chris Brooks was a pass, I believe. All right, pretty good from the left guard over. Ryan Hayes gave up his chest. Oh. His arms aren't super long, are they? He kind of long-armed him. That's why you can't give up your chest, because once they extend on you, you gotta defeat this hand. You've got to chop at that elbow. You've got to defeat that hand. Rushing 4. Keon Smith does look a little bit better at guard than he does tackle. That base is super wide. So ideally for the base, I'm trying to find a good example of it. Actually, Dan Feeney is actually not too terrible there. Ideally, you kind of want your feet parallel with your shoulders. You don't want to get too much wider or too much more narrow. That's a general rule of thumb. Keon Smith still does have the problem of firing his hands too early and getting them swiped. Because I don't like offensive linemen that are super hesitant, but you also can't fire them too early and miss. That's a screen. Nothing really to break down too much there on a screen for the offensive line. Like, they're supposed to run free. That's the point. It's to use their aggression against them. Ah, awesome. Back to this ankle. Same group. Okay. So, normally, I would have a problem with this hand placement. But because this is a bootleg, and Skylar Thompson is going to be around here, I actually don't mind this from Christian. Because now, his body, his back is facing the play side. So this defender has to go through him to get there. I'm okay with that. There's not a whole lot for me to break down with the offensive line there, though. That's a run. All right, 2 passes in a row. Same crew. Screen. But we can look at these two. I hate your hands. Your hand shouldn't miss so much that his helmet is on your chin. Keon Smith has no idea how to use his hands. They're inaccurate. They're too early. He's leaning too much. Ryan Hayes' hands are a little high. Okay. So, Dan Feeney on this gap, there's a gap exchange over here. He handles it well, but Christian does not. So he passes this guy on to Christian. Christian should now be putting his hands on this man so that Feeney can grab this guy when he goes over here. Dan Feeney sees this. He does not know what's going on. That's why this guy ends up running free, because Christian was supposed to pick this guy up and doesn't. Dan Feeney does his job, kind of. He at least has his body in the way. Got this pass play. All right. Oof. Keon Smith infuriates me. You gotta give me some hand fight, man. You can't just give up your hands that easy. Like, if you don't get the hand position you're wanting right away, don't settle. And don't just let this guy swipe your hands like that. Everybody else does. Everyone else is pretty straight there. Only pass. I think that's it, right? Yeah. Okay. So, not great. I think the run blocking was better than the pass blocking this game, to be quite honest with you. Some of it isn't on them. Some of it was Skylar holding the ball longer than he should have, but not many of those plays. And some of them were also play design that I wasn't a massive fan of. But overall, there's a lot of holes on this offensive line. Austin Jackson, I still don't think is very good. Isaiah Wynn isn't that great either as far as our starters go. Robert Jones is showing some problems. Liam Eichenberg is pretty shit. But, Robert Hunt, Connor Williams, they played pretty well when they were out there. I anticipate Teron Armstead to be fine whenever he gets to play. But a lot of these depth guys are pretty rough. But I think I kind of echoed my points on everybody as the video was going on. So, anyway, that's going to do it for this video. If you liked it, appreciate hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments in the comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.